Have you ever caught someone staring at your lips while you're talking and thought, wait, what does that even mean? Are they into me? Are they just hard of hearing? Or is there some deeper psychology at play? Well, stick around because what lip staring really reveals might surprise you. All right, let's set the stage here. We've all been in conversations where eye contact feels a little tricky. Sometimes people look directly into your eyes. Sometimes they glance away, and then there's that moment when their gaze drops to your lips. Now, that small action might seem subtle. Maybe you didn't even notice at first. But trust me, our brains do. We're wired to pick up on micro-behaviors like this, and here is why it's interesting. Looking at someone's lips while they re-talking isn't random. In fact, it can tell us a lot about attraction, attention, and even trust. So today, we're breaking it all down. What it means, why it happens, and how you can actually use this little detail to understand people better. Point 1. Attraction signals. Let's start with the obvious one. Romantic attraction. When someone stares at your lips while you're speaking, there is a good chance they're interested in you on more than just a friendly level. Think about it. Our lips are one of the most sensual features of the human face. Evolutionary psychology suggests that people are naturally drawn to lips because they're connected to intimacy, kissing, smiling, even speaking in soft tones. If someone's gaze keeps slipping from your eyes to your lips, that can be a subconscious sign that they were imagining what it might be like to kiss you. Kinda wild, right? And here's something fun. Next time you're at a coffee shop, notice how many first dates you can spot just by watching where their eyes go. If you see one person sneaking glances at the other's mouth while sipping that Starbucks latte, there's definitely chemistry brewing. Point 2. Active listening. But it's not always about attraction. Sometimes, staring at lips is just a way of focusing. When we're listening really closely, especially in a noisy place like a restaurant or a crowded bar, our brains use visual cues to process speech. That SY lip reading isn't ET just for people who are hard of hearing. It means something all of us do without realizing it. Think about sitting in a busy Chili's or Applebee's on a Friday night. Music blasting, kids running around, plates clinking. If the person across from you is staring at your lips, it might just mean they're trying to follow the conversation better. So, if your crush is staring at your lips during a loud dinner date, don't automatically assume they're daydreaming about kissing you. They might just be trying to catch every word over the sound of that sizzling fajita plate. Point 3. Shyness and avoiding eye contact. Now here's another angle. Some people stare at lips because direct eye contact feels too intense. Eye contact is powerful. It can feel intimidating, vulnerable, or even confrontational. So instead, people shift their gaze just slightly lower to the mouth. This creates the illusion of connection without the full weight of staring into someone's eyes. It's a softer, safer form of engagement. So if you're chatting with someone who's naturally shy and you notice them looking at your lips, it might just mean they're trying to stay connected without feeling overwhelmed. Point 4. Deception and distraction. Here's a twist you probably didn't see coming. Sometimes lip staring can actually be a way to avoid eye contact when someone isn't being fully honest. When people feel guilty or anxious, their eyes tend to wander. Instead of holding steady eye contact, they may shift focus to less intimidating spots, like your lips, your chin, or even the table in front of them. Now, does that mean if someone looks at your lips, they're lying? Not necessarily. But if you pair lip staring with other red flags, like nervous fidgeting, inconsistent stories, or avoiding your questions, it might be worth paying attention. Point 5. Cultural and social influence. Here's something fascinating. Cultural differences play a huge role in where people look during conversations. In some cultures, making direct eye contact can feel disrespectful or aggressive. In others, not making eye contact feels cold or distant. So, when someone's eyes drift toward your lips, it could simply be part of their natural communication style, something they learned growing up. For example, in parts of Asia, steady eye contact can feel too bold, so people often focus on the mouth or nose area instead. In America, though, lip staring is usually read as more intimate, which is why we often assume there's attraction involved. Point 6. The science of microexpressions. Let's add another layer here. Our lips don't just move when we talk. They also reveal microexpressions, little half-smiles, smirks, or pursed lips that happen in a split second. Someone who stares at your lips may actually be trying to catch these tiny signals. They might be looking for hints about your emotions, whether you're nervous, excited, or even flirting. It's almost like reading between the lines of a conversation, but through body language instead of words. Okay, so here's the big one. The reason lip staring can feel so intense. When someone looks at your lips, it actually activates a different response in your brain than regular eye contact. Eye contact sparks feelings of trust and emotional connection. Lip staring, on the other hand, triggers areas of the brain linked to desire and anticipation. In other words, it can create tension. The kind of tension that makes conversations feel charged with possibility. That's why when someone keeps staring at your mouth, you start wondering, are they going to kiss me? Even if they don't move an inch, your brain fills in the blanks. It's like a silent form of flirting, one that bypasses words and goes straight to instinct. So the next time someone's gaze lingers on your lips, remember, your brain isn't imagining the spark. It's real. So what did we learn today? Staring at lips during a conversation can mean a lot of different things. It could be attraction, plain and simple. It could be focus and active listening. It could be shyness, avoiding direct eye contact. Or sometimes it could even hint at distraction or deception. But the big takeaway? Lip staring is never random. It's a little window into what someone's really feeling in the moment. And now, here's my question for you. Have you ever noticed someone staring at your lips while you were talking? Did you think they were into you? Or did you just assume they couldn't hear? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And hey, if you found this video fun and eye-opening, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more psychology and relationship insights, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out. Because remember, sometimes the smallest details say the most.